Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, M.V.K here back again. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first two fights for Section 9. So let's kick it off with the next fight. This one comes from yours truly here, and I pit one of my favorite Avengers, Mr. Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, versus Mr. Harkness, aka Captain Boomerang. Yeah, thought about this fight and I'm like, I haven't put Captain Boomerang in a fight, so let's kick it off with somebody who's been in a fight before. So let's get off with Hawkeye. Trained by villains, but inspired by heroes. Clint Barton grew up basically in a very rough and abusive, family. His brother Barney would really get into substance abuse and everything like that. They pretty much would, strived and pretty much grew up in foster homes and everything like that. And later on, they two people known as Swordsman and Trickshot saw Clint had potential and took them under the wing. And Trickshot taught Clint archery, and Clint knew, and Swordsman taught Clint acrobats and knife throwing and things like that. This was pretty much his road to becoming a hero in a way. That's why he's also called, he's one of the greatest heroes on Earth. Pretty much, he is known as Earth's mightiest marksman. Hawkeye is one of those Avengers that you look at, you're like, this guy's got no kind of attributes in terms of enhancements, but he stays on top of his game with the Avengers. He's got great leadership skills. Hell, he's leading the Secret Avengers now, and he's a good strategist. And of course, he has all those different kind of arrows that make him what he is. He's trained in hand-to-hand combat by Captain America, and he's just a blast to be around. Yeah, you can kind of say he's kind of like Green Arrow, but they're totally different. They totally are. But you gotta love Hawkeye for who he is and what he brings to the table for the Avengers. And that's something that I've always loved about Hawkeye. Clint Barton is one of a kind, in my opinion. So we're moving on to his combatant in this, and that's none other than Captain Boomerang. Yeah, I know the name may sound kind of funny, but Captain Boomerang is one of the rogues. His real name is George Digger Harkness, and he grew up in Kurrumba, Australia. And he really got into the skill of boomerangs when his mother had an affair with this American soldier, and his name was Wiggins, and Wiggins used to get supplies, mystery packages of boomerangs, and that's where he got really into boomerangs. And his career started as a villain when he first came to Central City, and he battled the Flash. And just like Hawkeye and everything like that, he's got all kinds of different types of boomerangs himself. Sonic, explosive. At one point when he was killed and he came back, he had like mystical powered boomerangs, but that power was gone after a while. Captain Boomerang is one of those types of characters you don't really underestimate in a way, guys, because of, it's like, oh, it's a boomerang. What can you do with that? You know, just like Hawkeye, don't underestimate him. Captain Boomerang is the same way. I've seen him take it to, you know, Flash on many occasions, and he's been a part of the Suicide Squad. He's just been very, he's underrated, but he's been used well in terms. So in terms of a fight, so between these two guys, you got Hawkeye, the bow arrow expert with his arsenal of different types of arrows. You got Captain Boomerang with his different types of boomerangs. Putting these two characters together, it's going to come down to who was trained better as well. Skill, as always. Who's going to make the first mistake? Boomerang kind of he gets a little cocky at times, and Hawkeye is no stranger to that too. But I don't see them killing each other, but I do see that Hawkeye would, if he would try to capture Boomerang, but Boomerang's not going to give up without a fight. So it'll come down to skill, in my opinion. So I give the slight edge to Hawkeye, slightly, but I leave it up to you guys. Hawkeye or Captain Boomerang? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight, and you guys tell me who wins this. You know the slogan, battle on.